let's get into this episode's top 5. Today's top 5 topic is the top 5 most disappointing deaths in the MCU. And yeah, you're going to have Quicksilver on here. So without further ado, Beans, you go first.
Okay, this one's going to be a pull.
Okay.
It's going to be a complete pull.
Let's hear it.
But it was such a bummer when this character died. It ruined the entire show. I have Cottonmouth at number 5 from Luke Cage.
Yeah.
If you remember watching Luke Cage,
Yep.
Cottonmouth was a phenomenal villain. He was up there. He wasn't quite Kingpin level, but he was up there with the Purple Man for Jessica Jones, who was another phenomenal villain.
Right. And Mahershala Ali was playing Cottonmouth,
Yeah,
right?
and it's Mahershala Ali,
Yeah.
who is a phenomenal character, or a phenomenal actor, who is going to be playing Blade, hopefully, cross our fingers, at some point in time.
Someday.
Mahershala Ali crushes this.
Yep.
And then for whatever reason, they're like, you know what would be a really cool plot twist? Let's just kill him halfway through and make his sister the villain for the rest of it. Okay, because politician villains are going real good right now. It's like, why?
Woof.
Why? The interactions were so good. He was a phenomenal villain, and you just offed him. I can't even remember exactly how. I think his sister betrayed him. I can't really remember, but I just remember how good he was, and I remember how much after his death it took me out of the show.
Yep.
Because at that point, I'm like, I no longer care.
The show is genuinely, it's a great pull on your part. The show is genuinely worse, and that's the turning point. As soon as his character is gone, it creates a void that just does not get filled.
And it didn't recover in season 2 either.
No.
Like, if you watch just the episodes of Luke Cage with Cottonmouth in them,
it's so promising. It's so promising.
It's so good. It's worthwhile television.
Yes.
It's just insane how that one death just ruins the entire thing.
You know, and what I remember about watching that for the first time was the shock, of course, but there was a pattern developing in the Netflix Marvel shows, and that, I don't know if it was the last time it happened, but it was, because I don't remember the chronology specifically, but they did the same thing in The Defenders. They did the same thing, I think, in Daredevil season 2. There's another example that's escaping my mind, but it was just this, guys, you've done this before. Like, you're trying to fool us, and we're not fooled, and now you've fooled yourselves because you just subtracted the best villain you had in this show. Because with those other instances, Defenders, for example, and I forget the character's name, it was played by Sigourney Weaver, they kill her, and it's Elektra's back. Okay, so they instantly replaced who was being presented as the villain with a leveling up of the villain. So it worked, even if it was kind of silly.
Well, sometimes it was the twist for the sake of a twist.
Yes, but it was a good twist. This was just a twist
for the sake of a twist.
We just went downhill there. Tough.
Yeah.
It's a great pull.
That's my number 5.
That is a great pull. I can't top that with my number 5. What pressure. Wow. For me, my number 5, this is a little fresh, a little fresher. Foggy Nelson. That was really disappointing for me when he got killed. I'm still, frankly, bothered by that. It's like, you didn't need to kill Foggy. You could have had Daredevil not like Bullseye without Foggy getting killed. Okay? And Foggy is just like one of the core, for me, just core Daredevil characters. Like, you don't kill Foggy. And I know Karen Page has been killed in the comics, but I'll call BS on that one too. It's like, you didn't need to do that either. We already know, like, it doesn't make Bullseye worse. Bullseye sucks already. He's already He's already a bad guy. It just felt so like such a disservice to the character. Like, it just, and again, subtracted something from Matt Murdock's universe that really didn't get, in my opinion, adequately replaced. So, although it did create a great opportunity for some phenomenal dialogue between Matt and Frank. So, okay, a little bit of redemption there. But still, bring Foggy back, you cowards. My number 4 is Scarlet Witch. Will she come back? Probably.
I forgot she died.
Right? Right? But, like, her heel turn, I didn't care for it. I just didn't. And I know there's comic precedents for it. Fine. I still didn't enjoy it. I still didn't like how she spent the entire Doctor Strange movie in the Multiverse of Madness as the villain. I can understand for part of it, but then, like, come on. circle back. This is not our Wanda. This is not the Wanda we want to see, like evil Wanda all the time. So when the movie essentially ended with Wanda dying, I was underwhelmed. That was a disappointing conclusion to that character arc for me.
They wasted no time making her the villain either.
Right.
Like that's a build. You build to that. And they did not build to it.
And they would say, well, we built through it in WandaVision. Like, you didn't build villain Wanda into WandaVision.
Not to that extent.
Conflicted Wanda? Yes.
But
so there should have been some tug, some push, and some pull. Instead, it was just, whoop, no, we're killing everybody.
Yeah, possessed with the dark.
Yep.
Just like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I didn't care for that.
Fair.
That's my number 4. Your number 4, sir.
My number 4 is Ironmonger.
Yeah.
And it's because it's Jeff Bridges.
Yes.
And also, how phenomenal of a villain he is, arguably one of the best MCU villains of all time.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see that interaction with him and Tony more.
Totally.
I do, because they have the perfect father-son dynamic without being father and son. It's the perfect dynamic between those two,
right.
And it's such a shame that he goes out and stays out.
Mm-hmm.
I would have loved for him to come back.
Yep.
Imagine if he was helping Hammer out in Iron Man 2 or Whiplash.
Yeah.
And they were all working together. Like, there's just so many better opportunities for him to stay put rather than just take him off the board. So I have Ironmonger at number 4.
That's good number 4. Love it.
My number 3, I have Crossbones, who gets done absolutely dirty in Captain America Civil War.
Yep.
Listen. Mm-hmm. They did such a great job of building this character up in Winter Soldier.
Yep.
To where I'm like, I would love to see him actually go toe-to-toe with Captain America. Mm-hmm. They go out of their way to show you, hey, we pulled him from the wreckage, and we're putting him back together, and he is scarred, and he's probably going to be pissed.
Yep.
Probably. Just to have him in the first 10 minutes of Captain America Civil War, and he just blows himself up.
Not fair.
Fun fact, I had a video game I played on my phone called Marvel Strike Force. Do you want to know what Crossbones' finishing move was?
Blowing himself up.
Blowing himself up. This man shot and killed Captain America in the comics. Yeah. And his final move is blowing himself up. Do you know how nuts that is of a turn? Crossbones is awesome. You don't have that many good Captain America villains. Yeah. He is one of the better ones. And you did him so dirty.
Yep.
Put him with Zemo. Give Zemo another guy.
There's so many better things to do than to kill him. So many better things to do.
Insane. That's my number 3.
I love it. My number 3 are the Warriors 3. Yeah. Okay. They get done dirty here. You got Volstagg the Voluminous, Hogun the Grim, and Fandral the Dashing. You don't hardly get any of them in the Thor movies. And really, if I wanted to get carried away, there is a scroll's worth of Thor characters that get done dirty, both heroes and the villains. I chose so many. I chose to highlight the Warriors 3 because they all, in their own way, draw out other elements of Thor, the character, have their own well-worth backstories and ways in which they can and should have driven just the story of Thor's movies along. But instead, we barely get them. When we get them, they're just really there for comedic effect, and then they're killed by Hela real quick. That, for me, was done dirty. I was disappointed with that representation and ultimate demise, so the Warriors 3 are my number 3.
It is crazy. They just turned them into fodder for
Truly.
Hela to build her up.
Truly.
Crazy.
It's extremely disappointing. My number 2 is Quicksilver. Now, you brought up a great point during our Age of Ultron recap, which is at the stage of this Marvel movie, the X-Men rights were still in the hands of Fox. As a matter of fact, Fox released Days of Future Past in 2014 and then Age of Apocalypse in 2016. You know what each of those movies had? Kick-ass Quicksilver scenes.
Oh, they're so good.
They're really good.
So good.
They're really good. Truly peak, and this is not hyperbolic at all, best fast, any character whose primary attribute is speed, best scene with any character that is their primary attribute. The Flash has never had a live action TV show or film representation that is that good as either 2014 or 2016 Quicksilver in either of those movies. And then what we're going to do here in the MCU, we're going to introduce him, and then he's going to run in front of bullets. I was led to believe that he could, go so fast that he could move them around, that he could probably move the characters around to other spaces. No, we're just going to have him stand in front of the bullets and be dead.
Yeah. So my number 2 is also Quicksilver.
Yeah.
So just to jump
do it.
into
Just
this
do it.
conversation. Yes.
Right?
100%. X-Men did
So
well.
good.
Well,
So good.
it's so super speed. I
Yeah.
feel like it's such a hard
Yes.
concept to show,
Probably
whether
the
it's
hardest.
live action
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
like even an animated
Yeah.
fight where you're trying to keep up with it. On paper, it
any
works
form.
okay.
Any
It's
form.
just
Even in the comics, it's real challenging.
yeah, it
Yeah.
can be. And
Yeah.
for them to just be like, okay, instead of us just making it look like he's going super fast, we're going to slow everything else down and
Right.
let him go at normal pace
Right.
so you can see
Right.
what's happening.
Yeah.
With this version of Quicksilver, I feel like they dial his power way back in
Yep.
the MCU compared to the X-Men. X-Men, they dial him up.
Yep.
Obviously, he's not Flash level speed. Flash is insane, okay? But for the mutant side of it,
Yep.
he shouldn't be getting shot by bullets.
Nope.
He should be able to get everybody out of the way.
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
did you see what Quicksilver did in X-Men where he just cleared out the entire X-Mansion before it blew up?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Such a bummer.
I know. That's the apocalypse scene, Days of Future Past, when he's moving all the plastic bullets out of the way and just rearranging the whole room. And what's wild to me is they even teased a little bit of that in this movie, right? Like in the initial, when they allow Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch to fight in the scene where Scarlet Witch messes with Bruce Banner's mind, and then we see the Hulk and the Iron Man fight, like you get a little bit of that with Quicksilver where he's moving and everything else is really
Grabbing
slow and
the
really
hammer.
still. Yeah, right? But they just didn't truly lean into it, which I thought was a
Like
huge
looking
bummer.
back now, it almost feels like a shot at Fox.
Interesting.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Where it's like,
Sure.
we don't need this guy.
Yeah.
You think we're going to give you
Yeah.
more views
Yeah.
on your stuff?
Yeah.
He's dead.
Yeah.
Because Aaron Taylor Johnson, phenomenal actor as well. So it's a bummer.
It is a bummer. You're number one,
My
sir.
number 1, and I'm going to tell you, this list was hard.
Okay.
And I think this is also based on circumstance with what happened. I have Killmonger at 1
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
I am actually on board with him getting the Bucky Barnes treatment here.
Sure.
Because was he actually that bad of a guy? Not fully. Now, it's not all on him. Like, Wakanda did his family dirty.
Yeah.
I'm not saying
Bad
he was
guy,
in
yes.
the right.
But not irredeemable as he was
Correct.
presented in that movie. Because I remember thinking when he initially takes the hit, ultimately the fatal hit, that, okay, he's not going to die. Like, he and T'Challa are going to eventually team up here. Oh, nope. Oh, he's dead. Because I thought there was redeemable qualities about him.
And T'Challa would have been the guy to do it.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
seeing those two go
Yep.
from mortal enemies
Yep.
to, like, side by side
Right.
would have been a great growth dynamic for
Truly.
the two of them.
Truly.
And, when you get him showing up to see Shuri
Mm-hmm.
in Wakanda Forever,
Yep.
you're like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
he's back, baby.
Mm-hmm.
But Michael B. Jordan is also phenomenal.
Yep.
I prefer him way
Yep.
more as Killmonger than
Yep.
Human Torch.
Yep.
And I haven't even seen that movie.
Yep.
But Killmonger was fantastic. Stole the show. One of the better MCU villains.
Yep.
And it's just such a bummer. I think he could have naturally taken that Black Panther spot
Mm-hmm.
with Chadwick passing away, unfortunately. And again, that's hindsight in that
Yep.
sense. But man,
Yep.
he had so much potential
Yep.
for that. And I
Right.
would have been okay because we talk about like Star Wars and
Mhm.
not wanting
Mhm.
to see Ben Solo
Yeah.
become the hero again.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, great.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of those times where I've been like, we need kind of the anti-hero
Yeah.
badass
Yeah.
involved here.
I agree. It was disappointing and it felt wasteful as well. And in hindsight, it still feels that way. For me, my number one is Ultron. Like, there's a lot of villains that this was just in the middle of a stretch of the MCU just disposing of villains left and right. And I already said so much about this during the recap, but this should be out of all of the MCU villains, the least killable. Like there should have been zero even hint of finality here. There should have been a obvious, hey, we can't kill it. We can't eradicate it. The best we can do is contain it. And that menace is always there in the background. So for the MCU to just so quickly dispose of it. And it also just felt like Bush League when they're calling the movie Age of Ultron. And it's like a weekend of Ultron. It's so short-lived. It's like, that's not right. He is so formidable. It's that for me, while I enjoy the movie, while I enjoy the character, is what elevates his demise in the MCU to the number 1 spot for me. So there's lots to choose from here, though.
Oh, for sure.
It's actually a tough top 5.
Honorable mentions I had.
Yep.
Warriors 3, you brought that up.
Yep.
I put in Claw just because that was another fun villain that they just kind of tossed aside.
Right.
Kang.
Yes.
I didn't put him on here because of other circumstances.
Yep.
I thought another group that got really done dirty in the movies was the Black Order.
Same.
Like, that was almost my 5.
Yep.
But I just remember how much Cottonmouth's death took me out.
Mm-hmm.
But the Black Order just turned into, like, fodder. So those were my honorable mentions just to throw in there as options.
Yep.
But it is a hard list.
It is. There's a lot of deaths to choose from, and it's kind of hard to winnow down.
Correct.
Yeah, no doubt about it.